Hello everyone, welcome to Karma Education. This educational channel has a target to complete the whole syllabus of UGC NET education subject paper 2 only. After completing subunit A, B and C of unit 2, we are in subunit D, where a relationship between politics and education, perspective of politics of education and both approaches, that is behavioralism and system analysis theory, to understand politics we have already completed. Now in this video we will study third approach to understand politics, that is rational choice theory. To understand politics in education, we have three approaches in our UGC NET education syllabus, that is behavioralism, system analysis theory and rational choice theory. We already discussed behavioralism. Political behavior of an individual was the center point of behavioralism, whereas system analysis theory depicts how societal inputs converts into output by political system. Now we will try to understand the another approach of politics, that is rational choice theory. First we discuss an outline of rational choice theory. This theory was fundamentally an economical theory. Now what is the meaning of the term economical approach? The term economical means using things in such a way, or you can say in the best possible way, using things in the best possible way without wasting anything. That is known as economical. So this theory was fundamentally an economical approach to understand politics. The idea of rational choice theory was developed by Adam Smith. Adam Smith was a very renowned Scottish economist, philosopher, and a pioneer of political economy. Okay, and he also known as the father of economics or the father of capitalism. Now, rational choice theory is also known as choice theory, only choice theory or rational action theory. Why? Because it gives emphasis on individual's rational or logical choice only. Okay. And next thing is it is also applied in sociology and political science. And you can find this concept in microeconomics only. Why? Because it is mainly usable for individual's choice. Okay, so that's why it is not a macroeconomic concept. It is specially for microeconomic concept. Now we will know about the core concept of rational choice theory. Rational choice theory was dominant school of thought in political science in the late 20th century. So, rational choice theory is taken from late 20th century. This is not a new concept. Rational choice theory says that people don't randomly select products, or there is no place of emotion in terms of taking decision. People use logical or rational decision making process that takes into account the costs and benefits of various available options. So this is the main thing of rational choice theory, that people don't randomly select products in terms of taking decision. They always use logical decision making process. To understand the behavior of a society in terms of individual actions, economists use rational choice theory. Choices are consistent. Why? Because they are made according to personal preference. This theory is also applied to evolutionary theory, political science, and warfare. The earlier decision-making approach sought to explain the decisions of elite groups only. But rational choice theory includes every individual's personal preferences. It helps economists to better understand the behavior of a society in terms of individual actions as explained through rationality. This theory focuses on the determinations of the individual choices. Rational choice approach is also known as minimax approach. Minimax, this term comes from the military. People act to minimize their maximum losses. People act to minimize or reduce their maximum losses and to maximize or enhance their minimum gains. This concept is known as minimax approach. Sometimes rational choice theory is known as minimax approach. Understanding rational choice theory. Adam Smith elaborated three concepts: rational actors, self-interest, and invisible hand theory in his book An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations, which was published in 1776. These three background concepts are very important to understand rational choice theory. Rational actors, who are they actually? Rational actors are those individuals who make logical choices based on calculation of available information. According to invisible hand theory, individuals driven by self-interest in a free market economy. Individuals driven by self-interest in a free market economy. Free market economy means where government's interference is very less. So, free individuals operating in a free economy, making decisions focused on their own self-interest, then the whole economy can be benefited from it. This is the invisible hand theory of Adam Smith. It is very important thing. So I am repeating this invisible hand theory again. Listen carefully, that individuals driven by self-interest in a free market economy. So free individuals operating in a free economy, making decisions focused on their own self-interest, then the whole economy can be benefited. This is the invisible hand theory of Adam Smith. Okay. These three concepts means rational actors, self-interest, and invisible hand theory. These three concepts are the central idea of rational choice theory. Now, principles of rational choice theory. If we want to know that why rational choice theory is included in education syllabus, then one can have clear idea of it from principle of rational choice theory. It says that individuals are rational. If we take an example of a student of higher education and ask him or her that why he or she is studying masters or doing PhD, he makes you clear that he has two broad reasons of higher studies. One is overall benefit, it may be social honor or awareness, etc. And another one is monetary benefit. So they can think in a logical way, or you can say individual can think in a very logical way. Different people have different interests. One can have interest in agriculture or oceanography, or other can have interest in psychology or medical science, and so on. So individuals have interests, and obviously the choice people make influence on their utilities. A person does not have full control over the results of her choices. To increase their utilities, individuals make choices in a rational way. Lastly, we will discuss the strength and weakness of rational choice theory. In strength, we can say that this theory is very simple, very straightforward approach. It allows us to evaluate and consider others' decisions in a very simple way. Whereas in weakness, we can say that this theory didn't describe the choice process, but it gives emphasis on the outcome only and the pattern of choice. This is the weakness of this theory. In the summary, we can say that the individual use rational choice process to take decisions. Individuals are rational actors who form the basis of rational choice theory. They have self interests and they make decisions rationally that lead to positive benefit for the whole economy. So, this is the entire rational choice theory concept. Interested viewers can join online coaching class for UGC NT NET Education Subject Paper 2 only. They can mail me or can join in WhatsApp or Telegram group. Thank you.